be a sponge, and then bring the juice.
Hello and welcome back to the Edge of Greatness. I'm your coach, Charles Schultz, and I'm excited to have you here today to talk to you about becoming a certified VPA. Now, you may be wondering, what's a certified VPA? Well, a certified VPA is an expert in vision, planning, and action. And when you think about the journey we're on in life, every great journey has those three things attached to it. If you want to create a life of exploration and getting after things, you're going to need to find a way to create a vision. You're going to need to find a way to create a plan, and then you're going to have to take action. Without one of those three things, you're stuck. You can dream all you want, you can plan all you want and read and study and learn, but without the action piece and without them all coming together, you don't get anywhere. So what I want to do is dive into how each of these pieces work to you becoming a certified VPA. The first part of this is the vision. Our vision is our ability to see where we're going, to imagine this new place, this new destination, this opportunity in front of us, to picture every detail. There are two main components that, when I think of the vision, that you need to take into account. The first is, can you see where you're going? Do you have a clear destination in mind? If you're uncertain of a destination, you're going to find yourself drifting and ending up in places that you don't need to be or you don't want to be. The other thing is, can you see yourself there? It's great to see a place, right? Oh man, that mountaintop looks awesome. I want to go there. But can you actually see yourself on the mountaintop? Because if you can't envision yourself at the destination that you want to go to, then that destination will never happen. You have to believe yourself, believe that you're capable of getting to that place before you start on this journey. So you have to not only know where you're going, but you also have to see yourself there. And it has to be crystal clear. You can't mess around and have fuzzy images in there. So spend time really dreaming it out. Every detail, everything that you could possibly imagine, from the temperature to the trees, to the grass, to the smells, to the breeze on your face, whatever it is that you're imagining, every detail matters. And that's going to lead us into the next part, which is the planning phase. Once we have this vision of where we're going and us being there, how are we going to get there? We have to map it out, right? Like a great explorer, we can't just wander into the unknown and expect to find our way. There has to be more intentional purpose behind our objective, right? What steps are you going to take? What route are you going to take? What obstacles might you face? How will you overcome these obstacles? What happens if a road's closed? I always think of it this way: is if you're climbing a mountain and you're on your way up, and you have to traverse around the mountain because the path that you're currently on gets really steep and it's really hard. But the day before, on the other side of the mountain, you don't realize that there was an avalanche, and the path that you were supposed to take is wiped out. If you don't have contingencies and you don't have a plan in place to overcome these obstacles, what do? You turn around and go back? Do you stop? We have to have plans in place. We have to have these ways of navigating what might happen, what might go wrong. I don't like the word plan B because it's still part of your plan A. It's just a branch of plan A. Just like a tree has its main trunk, and this is the direction we're trying to go, is up. Eventually, we're going to branch out. We're going to find different paths to help us get to the same destination. There's many ways to go, and the more you plan for, the more you're prepared for. So make sure you take time in the planning phase to think about what might go wrong, to think about how will I overcome said obstacles, right? If you have to make a pitch as part of your plan to get to where you need to be, and during that pitch they say no, then what? If they say yes, then what? If you're running late for work, what's the other way to get there? The more different routes, the more solutions you have, the more likely you are to make your destination a reality. The last part of becoming a VPA, and in my opinion, the most important, action. None of the other stuff matters if you're not willing to take the first step. If you're not willing to start to take the journey on and step into the unknown and move forward, your destination will never present itself. It's not going to find you. That's not how it works. You don't stand still and the mountaintop comes to you. You have to go to the mountaintop. So every day we need to choose action. We need to take a step forward. We need to be willing to be uncomfortable, to take action, to step into courage. And if you don't have that in you, you need to surround yourself with people who can push you. And a lot of times when I talk about becoming a VPA, I see the faces of the people that I'm talking to, and they kind of go, well, I just don't have that in me. I'm not a courageous person. I don't like going into the unknown. It scares me. Or I have trouble dreaming and imagining this future. I think it's important to remember that we don't have to be all of these things at once. There are multiple parts to this. We have the dreamers. Those are the people who have this vision, who are constantly looking at things in the world and going, man, it'd be great if I could do this. I want to go there someday. I believe I can be this. And they picture this elaborate world that they live in. And they believe it. They see it. But that's where it stops. They just dream it. There's no other steps. There's no learning involved, which is where the scholars come in. The scholars are planners. They have all the skills when it comes to the knowledge and the experience and the expertise, and they've read all the books and they know all the things. You know, I see this a lot when people talk to me about achieving their goals and their dreams and achieving greatness. They know what it takes to be great, but they don't apply that knowledge. They don't take that next step. And that's where the explorers are. The explorers are the people who are willing to step into the unknown. They don't care about what might go wrong. They just start to go and step forward every day, to take action, the action takers. And they have a combination of the ability to put a dream, a plan, and action together. And our ultimate goal is to become explorers, to be willing to step into this space that I don't know, or I don't have all the answers. But you don't have to be that right away. If you are somebody who's very good at taking action, but you don't see where you're going very well, so you're a wanderer, you're not necessarily an explorer, you're a wanderer, find people who can dream with you. Surround yourself with people who are skilled in the knowledge that you need to take your steps. You can have a team. You don't have to do it alone. Becoming a VPA doesn't mean you're a solo person on this venture up the mountain. You can have a group with you. If you're a dreamer and you struggle to make action and to take action and to make plans, find scholars, find people who know how to plan a route, who know which way you need to go, and bring them with you. And if you struggle to take action, find the explorers. There's plenty of explorers out there. You don't have to be all the things. This is the whole process that we need to understand, is that greatness is a journey that doesn't have to be done alone. The great journey that you're on, it may feel like a solo endeavor, but there's always people that you can lean on for help. So find those people, lean into those people, and that way your journey becomes a little bit easier each and every time. We're going to take a little look behind the pillars when we get back about what it looks like to achieve success on this journey and how the pieces kind of fit together. But we're going to wait to dive into that right after this commercial break.
1 week after launching our exclusive sneak peek, NGBN TV was live for 3 days of continuous coverage from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas.
NGBN TV is live from Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
The one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s was the conversation for the big game about men's mental health. In the world of athletes, celebrities, and influencers, we're on notice. But we're just getting started with new partnerships announced like the Team Nike 3-on-3 Championship and new platforms available to download the NGBN TV app. So, what are you waiting for? Download the app today from your favorite streaming device or check us out at ngbn.tv. This is NGBN TV.
What's up? My name is Chris Rubio, and I'm the host of The Rubio Method on the NGBN TV network.
Focus up.
Long snapping and life are very, very similar.
We have a great show that's going to educate you, inspire you, and most importantly, entertain you. I say most importantly because that's what I really want to do. But we're just kind of going on this journey together, and I'm going to make sure as we go on this journey together, you're going to have a good time while doing it. So check out The Rubio Method on NGBN TV.
Hey, everybody, listen, join me, Doug Brooks, a.k.a. known as Big Time, on the Big Time Show podcast. Be seen on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Central and on Saturday afternoons at 3 p.m. Central. You need to come on, hang with me. You know what? It's going to be crazy. Yeah. Thank you, Brad.
Hello and welcome back to the Edge of Greatness. I'm excited to dive into how the pillars of greatness work when it comes to becoming a VPA. One of the things that I've really kind of shied away from, but I want to dive deeper into as we continue on this journey together, is the connectedness of the pillars and the things that we want to accomplish. A lot of people talk about greatness as a singular thing. You know, if you're disciplined, you can achieve greatness. If you're committed, you can achieve greatness. But I believe that this is a holistic approach, that the pillars need to work together. You need all of them. And if something's missing, you're going to find that the greatness you're seeking is going to be harder. I'm not saying you can't achieve it, but it becomes a lot easier when we connect the pieces. When we have all of them working together, all the pillars on the same page, anything is possible. So when we think about becoming a VPA, you have to look at the various opportunities within vision, planning, and action and how they apply to these pillars. We have a unique opportunity here because all 7 pillars work within this plan. If you take a look at this holistic look of greatness, right? We have all of these pillars that surround our attempt to find greatness in our life. But it starts with the first step, which is vision. When we look at becoming a VPA, it all begins with creating this vision. And vision is like our purpose, right? When we think of our purpose, it's our plan for our life. It's our action steps towards a greater destination. We need that purpose that pulls us, just like we need a vision on a journey, because that vision is that guiding star, that guiding light, that place that we want to go to. Just like in life, our purpose is that thing that pulls us, that calls us, that asks us and challenges us to be this certain way. The combination of those things together is what drives everything forward. And then if you look further down the road, you look further down the line, now we start to plan. We have to map this success. And this planning phase is a massive conglomeration of mindset, commitment, discipline, resilience, people. The planning phase is, in my opinion, the most important strategic phase, right? Action is important because without action, we don't get anywhere. But planning is important because of how many things are involved. you need to understand the type of journey you're on. How long is it going to take? Where are you going to go? What obstacles will you face? And then create a mindset that allows for you to attack that plan. If you don't have the right mindset for your journey, if you don't understand that this journey is going to have some really cold days or some really hard moments or some really uncomfortable situations, your mindset isn't going to be ready to take on those pieces. You have to commit to what it takes to prepare yourself for this journey. So we need this commitment. We need this focus, right? The discipline that comes into it. We need the discipline to show up every day, to do what's required, to step into the moments that we don't have the motivation. We need the resilience to overcome the missteps, the obstacles, the places that challenge us and we don't see the path ahead. What are we going to do when we fail? How are we going to come back? Who are we going to bring on this journey? That's the people. The people that we choose to bring on our journey will ultimately determine the level of success we have. If you surround yourself with the wrong people, you're going to find yourself constantly trying to figure out who to trust, which way to go, who's leading, who's following. And then you're going to end yourself up in some place that you don't want to be. The final part of all this, we have the vision, we have the plan, and then the action. And this is where the courage comes in, right? It takes courage to start. It takes courage to take that step into the unknown. It takes courage to try something new. And so if you want to become an expert, you want to become a certified VPA, you need to combine all of these pillars. They all have to work together. We have to have our purpose. We have to create a vision. We have to have mindset, commitment, discipline, resilience, people, which is our plan. How are we going to get there? What are we going to do? How are we going to overcome these things? And then we have to have courage to take action. We have to be willing to step into these places that are uncomfortable and unknown, and we have to execute on all of this to make it come to light. And you might be listening to this and thinking, man, that's a lot. I don't know if I can handle all these things. This is so much happening. But again, when you think about the planning phase and you think about the people, you don't have to do it alone. It doesn't have to be this only me mentality. You can have supporting cast. You can have supporting members of your journey. It might be your journey. You might be out in front leading the way, but that doesn't mean you can't have somebody behind you helping you along the way. Don't feel like you have to be on this journey alone. Don't feel like you have to do it without any help. The whole purpose of this project is to understand that we have to connect the pieces. And without connecting the pieces, we don't have anywhere to go. So don't let one of the pieces slip because you think you have to be alone, that you have to do it on your own. Find those people, connect those dots, vision, plan, action, make it happen. I want to dive into a special world of greatness here in a moment. But before we get there, I want to take a quick break and thank Go Primal Lifestyle Fitness Apparel. I've been working with Chris for a while now. It's an incredible fitness and apparel company. You can use promo code EDGE10. Go check them out. Check out their stuff. Support him. Go check out his show. He does some amazing stuff on his show. And I think that you will find that if you enjoyed this, you're going to enjoy that because we are very much aligned in what we're trying to do, how we're trying to get there, and what we're trying to get after. We're going to dive in, like I said, to a world of greatness right after this commercial break.
What's up, everyone? This is Chris Fontana, founder of Go Primal Lifestyle Fitness Apparel and host of the Primal Mindset Show on NGBN TV. Coming to you from Long Island, New York, with the transformative show that shares inspiring stories of overcoming adversity and embracing personal growth. Hosted by me, who has triumphed over immense challenges, including addiction, mental health struggles, and significant weight loss. This show features conversations with individuals who have conquered their own obstacles. Through heartfelt discussions, the Primal Mindset offers hope, guidance, and inspiration to listeners, encouraging them to persevere and never settle. Join us on this empowering journey of resilience and transformation as we share the stories of incredible individuals who have embraced the power of the Primal Mindset. Join us on NGBN TV.
1 week after launching our exclusive sneak peek, NGBN TV was live for 3 days of continuous coverage from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas.
NGBN TV is live from Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
The one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s was the conversation for the big game about men's mental health in the world of athletes, celebrities, and influencers were on notice. But we're just getting started with new partnerships announced like the Team Nike 3-on-3 Championship and new platforms available to download the NGBN TV app. So, what are you waiting for? Download the app today from your favorite streaming device or check us out at ngbn.tv. This is NGBN TV.
Hello and welcome back to the Edge of Greatness. I'm excited to take you on a journey into a world of greatness today. And lately, I've really been drawn into this world of music on YouTube and Instagram. And I don't know exactly why, but sometimes I find myself just really in awe of the musical talents that are out there. It's such a skill to become good on an instrument, or to sing beautifully, or to rap, or to connect on the drums. And lately I've really found myself drawn to these types of talents, these types of people. And it makes me understand like just how many special people there are out there. There are so many talented individuals, and greatness is literally everywhere. Just this week, I enjoyed some old favorites. You know, I love Two Cellos, Lindsey Sterling, Skillet, Dax and Darius Rucker, Citizen Soldier. They're some old favorites that I've loved for a long time. But I've also found some new artists, which is also just incredibly fun to when you start diving through some of this incredible talent out there. You find some stuff that you've never heard of before, like Margarita Sipatova, I think I'm saying that right. Gamazda, Hannah Stelkmark, and John Mullins. Like there's just so many people out there that have this incredible ability to make beautiful music, to make beautiful art, to do these incredible things. And I want you to realize that we all have this ability. We may not be musically inclined like the people that I just mentioned, but there are talents that we have that others don't. There is ways for us to achieve greatness and excellence in our life that goes beyond just the day-to-day that we are constantly living in. Find something that brings you passion, that brings you joy, that brings you excitement, and explore it. Give yourself time to practice it, to own it, to appreciate it, and watch what comes of that. Most of the time, we don't realize the greatness that we have within us because we don't spend enough time in it. We don't give ourselves space to explore it. We find ourselves making excuses of my life's too busy, or I just don't have time, and that's just for fun. And it might be true. You might have a busy, crazy, hectic, chaotic life, but if you don't give yourself time to explore the things that make you uniquely you, then the greatness that you're seeking is going to always just be a little bit out of reach. We all have that ability in us. We all have something that makes us special. Lean into it, find it, explore it, enjoy it, and give some of those artists a follow and a look, because I think that you'll enjoy them too, because there's some really incredible musicians out there. There's some really incredible talent out there. And one of the things I really want to spend time doing over the next few weeks is just highlighting the uniqueness that is this online creator space. So many people are talented in so many unique and special ways that I think it's important to just showcase this, to share it with you, because maybe you have a secret talent or a hidden ability that you just don't know is something special. And then if I highlight it here, maybe you'll dive into it a little bit more. As we begin to wind down today, I do want to make sure I bring attention to a special event that we have going on here at NGBN. I want you to take a moment here and check out our Equip Yourself to Save a Life event. You can register at ngbn.tv/savealife. This is a very special event. This is a very important event. This is a suicide first aid event. We are going to equip you to understand, to recognize the signs and warning symptoms of somebody in crisis. This is the first step to making sure that you're readily available to help save a life of somebody in your life who is struggling. So make sure, again, you take a moment, register for this event. It's an incredible opportunity. Share it with your friends, share it with your coworkers, share it with your local communities. Let's make sure that we are equipping as many people as possible to understand the importance of recognizing these signs to save a life. I want to thank you so much for taking time to spend with me today. I know you could be anywhere and you chose to be here, and that means the world to me. I just can't say enough how much I love being able to stand in front of you and talk about the things that are going on in my life and to explore these opportunities to pursue greatness together. If you are looking for a way to support this show, there's a couple things you can do. First, follow me on any of my social channels. The more followers I get, the more shares, the more likes, the more things, the more people that get to see and experience this opportunity with you. If you've enjoyed it, I'm sure others might as well. And this is a great chance for you to share that. I am also actively seeking show sponsors. As you can see, I have several segments. If you want to become a sponsor of one of these segments, please reach out to me, charles@theedgeofgreatnessproject.com. Let's talk. Let's see how this can fit into your business world and what things we can do to help create an opportunity to bring awareness to what you're doing through supporting what I'm doing. Lastly, I do want to say that as I continue to move forward, if there's something that you're struggling with particular in your life, if there's an area of greatness that is difficult for you, let me know about it. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can create an episode about it. Let's start to connect a little bit more. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how we can progress this show, where we can go from here, and what we need to do to help create an opportunity for you to take one step towards greatness each and every day. As always, guys, keep reaching for the stars. Fall flat on your face, but remember, whenever we fall, always get up.